are doing a couples Q&A. So we are filming this today because we are heading to
Ibiza
on Monday, which is actually when we're filming this. We're going tomorrow. My little baby's not. I'm going to miss her so much. But that is the video for today. I really do hope you enjoyed. If you do, make sure to leave a big thumbs up. Follow me over on the Instagram. I'll pop it on the screen now. Ping. There'll be loads of holiday content over on there, so make sure you do follow. Level up. Let's make it our own level up. 5, 4.
I'm not doing it.
3,
I'm not doing
2, 1. Let's go. So yeah.
That's the video done. See you later.
That is the video for today. I really do hope you enjoyed. Don't do what I think you're gonna do.
Do the video thing.
But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. So I've asked you guys over on the Instagram for some questions, and it's safe to say we've got quite a lot of
Holly wouldn't let me have a look for the video.
I haven't shown Harrison them because I want to surprise him with the questions that we've got. We have got quite a lot of questions, so we're gonna have to.
Wait, let's have a look. Wow.
We're gonna have to try and choose some of the best ones. I did ask for them this morning, and I just said we're doing a couples Q&A. Comment down the questions that you want to know. Not many people know much about Harrison, you know, he's fairly new, so this was the opportunity for you guys to find out some juicy information. I bought the new iPad, guys. It's absolutely humongous. So we're going to go down to the very bottom actually, as I think it's only fair we'll go right down.
You can stop looking then.
I'm telling the
All right,
question.
how about you can choose a question and then I choose a question.
I choose 2, you choose 1.
No. We've got to make it even.
Okay, fair enough.
Thank you.
Okay.
You've got to choose wisely. How many are we doing?
How many should we do?
I don't know. Let's just see how
we go. We'll just see, yeah, how we get on. Stop looking, it's not your turn! You cheater! How long have you two actually been dating? On the 3rd of November, 2019.
A long time ago.
Yeah, and none of you knew, because I kept it a secret, but yeah, it's been 3 years nearly, in November. How long is it till November?
September, October, November, 2 months.
Oh my god, what are we going to do? Is that our 3rd year?
Oh my god. Holly.
What are we going to do?
I don't know. Surprise me.
Oh, you should surprise me. So, question number 2.
What was your first impression of me?
I mean, I didn't know you, so when I first kind of saw you, I was just like, you were very easy to get on with, like very confident, I'd say.
But you didn't even know me.
No, but you was very confident. Like when we first spoke, you was like very like, buh. But yeah, no. First impressions, he was like really confident and easy to talk to, but he was definitely like in with the girls. Like he just loved.
Holly's mum's favourite.
He loved girls. But yeah, I feel like he was just very like confident with the girls. Like you had a lot of girlfriends, not girlfriends as in like together, but you had a lot of
friends that were girls.
Yeah, so he was very like friendly with girls, but
I'm just friendly.
That's the impression I got, but now obviously it's different, but that's what I got then. Oh, okay, so we'll do this one as I feel like we need to. So the next one is, how did you guys meet? Not many people know this, but we actually went to the same secondary school. So Harrison's a year older than me. So you was in year 11 and I was in year 10. And how did we meet? Honestly, I will tell you the honest truth, and it's so cringe. Like, I think you know it. It's like really like cringe, but you know, like when you used to do like streaks, I know some people still do them, but like when we used to do like streaks, you send them to like everyone, don't you? You was like snapback, like streaks reply, like
streaks reply.
Yeah. So I used to send them to everyone, right, every night, and that was a way of like creating conversation with people. And all jokes aside,
I send them to everyone. I
just kind of was on my thing. And I think I must have been talking to someone called Harrison at the time. And underneath this guy called Harrison, it was like Harrison from school. I'd always had him on Snapchat, but I don't think we did have each other, but like, I'd never really known who he was, but I just thought, oh, you know what, we'll press it. So I did. And then I think you replied, and he went, oh, do I know you? I was like, great.
No, I didn't.
No, you did. You was like, oh, do I know you, basically? And I was like, oh, great. I remember saying to Erin, like, I've just sent this guy this Snapchat and he doesn't even know me. I'm so embarrassed. And then
I didn't actually know who she was. And
then you was like, so what school do you go to? I was like, I go to this school. And he was like, oh, no way, so do I. I was like, oh, great. So you didn't even know, but he didn't even know me. He didn't know I went to his school. He didn't know me. He didn't know anything about me, right? And then we get up to the conversation. And then because I like knew of him at that point, where our school was, like the year 11s had like their own part of the schoolyard. Yeah. So like
everyone has their own bit of the
yeah, yard, I don't know if that happened with your schools as well.
Everyone gets, you choose a spot and then everyone sort of sits their spot, don't they?
Yeah, so like at the time, like year 11s were like pushed down right at the end, and they had like their own bit on the corner. And then like me being in year 10s, we were like in the middle of the yard. and then like it was like the younger people down that end. But where he was in the middle, like from when we started texting on Snapchat, I literally saw him like every day, obviously. Well, I saw him every day anyway at school, but I didn't look out for him.
You look at me every day.
No. And then I started seeing him around school, and I was like, oh, this is a little bit awkward. And then we'd go home, we would do streaks, and then it would be like an ongoing cycle. It was so funny, just on the yard, I remember just like doing a little like look over, like to see and everything. And I think this is the funniest thing, and I don't think you do remember this. So my music class, as you left the yard at break time, my music block where we used to queue up for class was like outside. So like where his yard was over there, my class was here, so he had to walk past where we were standing for class. So on like the certain date when I had music straight after lunch or break, I used to come straight up to the stairs and I used to be waiting there, and then I'd do like the classic, like if he's walking past, just give a little like hair flick. It was so cringe at the time, but like I knew he'd be walking past, so I would always just try and act cool, you know. And then I think like,
bear in mind,
we never spoke.
I didn't even realise she was doing it, to be honest.
Yeah, thanks. This is what boys are really thinking. All that effort and he didn't even realise.
All that effort of running into the
Yeah,
spot.
literally. But then
So
it just become like, it was quite like fun for me, but he didn't really care because like he's just said, he didn't even notice. But me and my friends used to like work out his timings on his lessons and like try and like be outside his class at different time. Girls are psychos, okay, when they want to be. Oh yeah, what is your favourite thing about each other? My favourite thing, I'd say is like, to be fair, you do like quite a lot for me. Like you always like, you always make sure that like I'm okay and everything's like okay, and then you always do a lot for me, whether it's like
absolutely everything,
YouTube and just
Harrison,
anything around the house.
The ring light up? Oh Harrison, also do you mind getting my camera battery? Oh, do you mind putting the battery in the camera and the SD card? Oh, and then you can put your tripod.
Oh yeah.
What I do?
That's my favourite thing. He does quite a lot for me, and he's always like.
That's what his favourite thing, because she can sit there and do nothing the whole time.
Yeah. No. But yeah. Very caring, and the actual thing, probably my other favourite thing is like anyone that I introduce you to, very confident. Like I don't have to worry about him meeting people because I know he's so talkative. Like when you met my friends, you just got along with them.
Yeah. I'm sociable then. Yeah,
you're very sociable. You're a very sociable butterfly.
My favourite thing about Holly is that she is very family orientated, which is good.
It's quite a good one.
Because our family, well, obviously I get along very, very well with Brandon and Erin. And obviously Holly's parents and Holly's family, but yeah, Holly gets along with my family as well.
What's the? I'm just very like family friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go out like with our friends, but we're very like, should we go out with the fam tonight? Like,
it's mostly with family, to be honest, isn't it?
Yeah, we do a lot of things.
Brandon and Erin.
We do a lot of family things, but yeah, we're both very like family orientated, so. That's a good one actually, I like that one.
Was it awkward meeting each other's family for the first time? Right, and I've got to answer this now. Okay. So, the first time I met Holly's family, we went actually together, right? We were out for the night with our friends and stuff at one of my friends' houses, and I remember it was Holly's dad's birthday, right? And I don't know how I remember this. It was Holly's dad's birthday.
Oh no!
Right, and we went down to a pub, which was like 5 minutes away from where my friend's house was, and
it's all local. Like that's local to us as well. Like it was a local pub.
Bear in mind, the only time I would have ever seen Brandon or Erin, for example, would have been when they tooted me in the car, which I didn't think anything of. I thought I was just like, oh, you're right.
Oh, this is so bad.
So I get down there, and it was a few of us, and I don't know whether it was Brandon and Erin that jumped out of the bush and scared us or what. Do you remember what I'm going on about?
Everyone just tried to break the ice very quickly, considering we was going down to about 50 of my family members.
Yeah, which I didn't realise.
My dad's birthday at our pub. At the time, Harrison had asked me to go and see him and his friend, and my friend at the time.
Yeah, that's it. It was your dad's birthday, and
you're very like, I know it's really cringe, but like obsessed with someone. No, it was kind of. It sounds so bad, but any other plans? All I had was like, I need to see Harrison tonight, like I want to go and see him. And I remember texting him, like, Dad, don't worry, I will be there, like, just give me a couple of minutes, like, just give me a couple of hours at my friends and I'll come see you at the pub. So when I said to Harrison and his friends, I'm now going down to this pub, they were like, yeah, we're coming. And I was like, oh my god.
So it was like 5, 6.
So like you,
no, there was more. There was about 10 of us in total, I think.
Yeah, so I remember you piggybacked me down to the pub because his house wasn't that far. Yeah, my nan literally was obsessed with him. When she saw him, she was like, oh my god, like she was literally, we was just there. and she was like, Holly, he's so handsome, isn't he? And at the time, we wasn't even together. My nan was like, oh, Holly, he's lovely. And I'm going like, Nan, we're not together, like,
I remember walking up and then I saw your dad and I didn't realise it was your dad. And I was like, and he came up to me, bear in mind, Holly's dad's quite a big guy, coming up to me.
And he's like, quite drunk.
Yeah, he's a bit drunk and stuff, and he was like, all right, mate. And he was like, all right, and I shook his hand, and he was like, I was like, oh, happy birthday.
Yeah.
He was like, he didn't have a clue that me and Holly were sort of speaking to each other.
But yeah, no, it was quite an awkward encounter for you that you just had to meet everyone so early on. But it did break the ice a little bit. And that's how Harrison met my family. But I remember first meeting your dad. Me and Natalie had training on Thursday night, as we do every week. And me and Natalie, me saying to Natalie how much I wanted to see Harrison, I put on my story like, who's around for a few hours?
Right,
Harrison replied, and he was like, yeah, you can come on mine with Nat if you want. And you had your friend around at the time. And I went to his front door, and the first thing he said to me was, how do you know this is my house? And I was like,
Oh yeah, because
I don't know. I knew what house he was because I was psycho. But he was
Brandon used to drive Holly past my house without me knowing.
Yeah, just so I can have a little look around, you know. And he went to me, it was as he opened the door when I first came to his house. How do you know my number? How do you know my door number? I was like, oh.
So when my house is just like tucked in a little corner, like, so like, how did she know it was there?
Oh, I felt so awkward. I was like, I don't know. I can't remember what I said. But then at the time, no one was in the house. Everyone was at work. We went into your garden. It was summer. We had like a Coke Zero or something in the garden.
I remember my dad.
And then your dad came back from work. He whipped out a chair in the garden, just sat there with us. He just started talking, like asking us what we do and everything. Like, how old are we? Like explaining who we even were. Your mum didn't come home at that point.
And
but
my dad just ended up chilling outside with us. I was like, Dad,
yeah.
Go inside.
Yeah, that was my first time meeting your dad. And then yeah, I think your mum kind of knew, but yeah, all good first impressions. Both our families get along very well. So
good.
Yeah, it's my turn to pick one. So there's one here saying, what does Harrison do for work? So Harrison is a self-employed barber. So he works in a salon near to our houses. Very good at his job, must say. But yeah, he works for a company.
This is actually an interesting story as well, right? So basically, how I got my job.
Yeah.
Brandon used to get his hair cut by my boss, and through lockdown, obviously people
you
grew
didn't
their
really
hair.
know what you wanted to do.
I didn't know what I wanted to do.
In lockdown, he was like, oh my god, what do I do? He studied sport at college, and you was like adamant you was going to do something sport.
So I fully qualified in like sports science, and then I was like, oh, I don't really fancy doing it as a job.
And Erin went, why don't you become a barber? And Brandon was like, oh bro, text my barber right now. The weirdest thing was, they had a space, they were looking for someone.
No, so this is what happened. So after lockdown, they had a barber working there originally, and one of the barbers left. And I started going there to get my hair cut, and then they put in their Instagram, oh, looking for a new barber. But at the time, I still hadn't qualified, and I was doing a course in London.
So weird.
And I was like, oh, I'd be interested. Obviously, it's not going to be a while until I'm qualified, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, 2 years down the line, I'm still working. I'm working there.
So yeah.
I've been working there for 2 years.
Literally just where Brandon used to get his hair cut, so did Adam. Adam went there, Brandon went there. It's a very well-known barbers, so Harrison is very lucky to have the job, he is, because they are a really good salon. But yeah, he's also very talented as well. It's very suited, I think, to you, being a barber. So we're going to do one more question each.
Where do you see yourselves in the next 5 years?
Blimey.
This is another thing as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of things about what ages did we meet, and a lot of people have said that I've only been shown Harrison now that I'm 18, but that actually just wasn't the case.
No.
We're
only 1 year apart, so I'm 19 and Holly's 18.
Yeah, there was no like weird things about
Everyone thinks I'm like 24.
I don't know why. It was kind of just like, I want to slowly bring him into it. Like, I felt ready. It had been like 2 and a bit years, and I didn't do it just because I turned 18. Like, I generally didn't think that would be a problem if I did before. But yeah, I just
on a side note.
Yeah, that was just the timings of when that was kind of the timings when I thought, you know, I'll slowly bring him in. It was nothing to do with the fact that I was 18, by the way. So what age will we be in 5 years? I'll be
24, I'm 23. So that's what? Basically Brandon and Erin's age now. Hopefully.
Moved out.
Moved out.
Oh, do you want to move out with me?
Want to move out with Pepper?
Do you want to move out with me? He does want to move out with me. He tells me all the time, can we just move out now? Can we just move out now? At our ages now.
Made a lot of steps that some people normally make a little bit later on in life, which isn't a necessarily bad or good thing. Everyone does things at different times.
We're 19 and 18. I think we've got our heads screwed on. And we know what we want to do.
And all of that,
both work full time. So in 5 years, I think we've both got very different occupations, meaning we've got very different jobs. So I don't know what you see yourself in 5 years. It's actually a really hard question. I mean, you chose it and then you're like, I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully I'll have my own brand. Hopefully, that is the dream.
Hard to say, isn't it? You can only go, with work, you can only go bit by bit and take every opportunity that comes your way.
So the last one is how often do you see each other? So Harrison works Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Tuesday to Saturday. So he has Sundays and Mondays off. So we tend to work our days around that we see each other when your time, like when you have off.
I'd say a bit more than half and half, as in half the week up, a bit more than half the week.
I mean, we do see each other quite a lot.
Yeah.
I would say we see each other quite a lot. But
I'd say there's maybe 2 nights in the week where we don't.
Yeah.
2 days in the week we don't see each other.
Sunday we're together because you come and watch my football games.
The thing is, even during the week when we see each other, it would only be in the evenings because I finish work quite late and then we go to the gym. So we have like all days. We have all day without each other, and then like in the evenings we'll go to the gym or do something. But yeah, we've answered quite a lot of questions, haven't we? So we really do hope you enjoyed. Some of them were very long-winded.
Yeah, some of them were very long-winded. I'm sorry, but obviously you guys may be interested. But if you do want a part 2, comment down below. I feel like we're very over your side, but Pepper, as you can see, is a queen.
Come here, just.
And she has to have her own little space. She's alright. But yeah, no, Pepper's a little queen, so she gets her own bit in the video. No, don't you dare take her off of me. And you know what, guys? Some of you don't know this. Basically, the reason Harrison's so attached to my dog is why, Harrison?
It's because...
Harrison, you're poking her in the eye.
Sorry, Pepper. So, my dog,
gave
my
birth.
mum, my parents, my family's dog, had puppies, and the first litter of puppies was including Pepper, and the second lot of puppies, which there were 2 litters in total, and the second litter
Erin and Bennett had one.
Was Ernie's, and then we've got our own as well. So
yeah, so basically Harrison's dog is called Willow.
The mum.
The mum.
Pepper and Ernie's mum.
Yeah. So when I was with Harrison,
we've got another one now, the same litter as Ernie's litter.
They kept one.
We kept one.
Which is Pixie, who you guys see on social media. That's
yeah. So if you've ever seen on the stories of like Brandon Erin's or Holly's story,
Pixie is Harrison's dog.
Pixie is my dog.
And when the dogs were puppies, like Pepper's litter, they used to be up like crying at like 5 AM. He used to go and get her every morning and pick her up and give her a cuddle. So yeah, we loved her so much, and I spent a lot of the time at Harrison's.
Bless you, bless you.
Yeah, that is the video. I really do hope you enjoyed. Make sure to go and hit the big red subscribe button. We're on the road to 70k, and we are so close. So go and smash it. I love you all so much, and we will see you guys for a very exciting video next Tuesday, 6 PM. Bye.